Hola clase, hoy vamos a hablar sobre los pronombres. Primero tenemos los pronombres usados como sujetos, which are our subject pronouns. In Spanish, subject pronouns refers to the subject of the sentence. So the question that we ask ourselves is, who is performing the action of the verb? In which the verb is conjugated according to the pronoun. So in English, the subject pronoun is I, you, he, she, you, as, we, you all, they, and you. In Spanish, the subject pronoun is the same. So I is yo, you, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros or nosotras if it's feminine, vosotros or vosotras, again if it's feminine, ellos, que es masculino, ellas, femenino, y ustedes. Remember that in Spanish we have two yous. We have the tú, which is familiar, and we have the ustedes, which is formal. Next, here are some examples the way that we use the subject pronouns. For example, yo quiero bailar con mis amigas. Who is performing the action? Yo. So we ask ourselves, who is performing the action? I am. I am doing the action. What am I doing? I want to dance with my friends. Ella está feliz. Who is happy? Ella. So who is performing the action again? Ella. Also remember that the subject pronoun goes before the conjugated verb. Next, we have los pronombres preposicionales. Los pronombres preposicionales están usando the same as the subject pronouns, except the first person and the second person singular changes. So first, you must remember that these must be used after any prepositions. Prepositions in Spanish such as según, which means according to, con, which means conmigo, with me, or contigo, with you, entre, which means between, and hasta, which means until. Here are the prepositional pronouns. Mi, which is me, ti, which is you, él, ella, usted, nosotros, and again nosotras for feminine, vosotros, and again vosotras for feminine, ellos, which is them, masculino, ellas, which is them, femenino, y ustedes, which is you, but in a plural form. Again, here are some examples. For example, ¿es para él o para ella? Is it for him or for her? ¿Tú vas conmigo? Will you go with me? So, who is the person? Tú. Según ellas, todo el mundo sabe la verdad. According to her, everyone knows the truth. So again, in this one, you can see that the prepositional pronoun goes in front of the conjugated verb. So over here, tú vas conmigo, the conjugated verb is ir, to go. So will you go with me? And the tú goes in front of to go. The next pronoun is los pronombres de completo directo, which are our direct pronouns. Our direct pronouns are supposed to be used to answer the questions who or what receives the action from the verb. It receives the direct action of the verb. So, for example, over here we have the direct object pronouns me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, masculino, y las, femenino. And the direct object pronoun examples. ¿Me oyes? Do you hear me? So we are asking ourselves here, who hears me? You. Do you hear me? Te necesito. I need you. Lo conozco. Who do I know? I know you. The next pronoun, we have los pronombres de completo indirecto. So our indirect object pronouns. Our indirect object pronouns is used to receive the indirect object of the verb. So the indirect object pronoun answers the questions To or for whom is the direct object pronoun. So our direct object pronoun answers the question who or what receives the action, and our indirect object pronoun is who or for whom receives the action. So our indirect object pronouns are me, te, le, se, nos, os, les, and se. So as you can see, it's to me, to you, to us, to him, her, you, it, to them, to himself, herself, or yourself. Over here we have some examples. So, me hablas? Are you talking to me? Le dije la verdad. I told him, her, you the truth, because we remember that le we can use for him, her, or you. Les escribo a todos. I write to everyone. And again, over here, we see that the indirect object pronouns goes in front of the conjugated verb. So class, today you have to remember that, again, we learned that indirect object pronouns are used to describe the action that is done to him or to someone else. Direct object pronouns are used to describe, to answer the questions who or what receives the verb, the action. And also remember that the pronoun, no matter what kind of pronoun it is, it always goes in front of the conjugated verb. Thank you. Below you will see some questions that you need to answer for this presentation.